All right, this is a good one today for my capable people because it doesn't actually takes years to change one's life. Yeah. It takes years to finally make that one real decision. What you have been thinking about, what you have been circling on, what you have been touching, you've been touching but pulling back when it feels like it's too exposed. And then one day, there is that one day, nothing changed except you did. Right? And it's not the desire, it is the decision. That's what's changed. Because you say you want it. You said it for years, I want it. But if you were not being honest, maybe you have been visiting the idea, but you're not living it. Okay? And this is the deal. For me, this idea, it wasn't new. I have been talking about showing up. I've been talking about since COVID. I've been doing a bit here and a bit there, pulling back and coming back to it again. And then, okay, it's safe. Okay, let me carry on in a controlled way where in like where I can just measure what can happen. But I wasn't building it. I was just testing. And then you know what? October last year came around and I made a decision. Not, oh, let me see, let me try out and see. Not, oh, let me see how it goes. No, this is who I am. And by doing that, everything shifted. Because here's what really no one talks about, like no one is saying. A desire can live in you for years and still nothing changes. All it takes is the decision that gives it legs for the momentum to start happening. And this is the thing, until you decide, you will keep rehearsing it. You will keep talking about the thing that you want. You keep thinking about what it is. You keep planning what it is that you're wanting. You are not becoming it. You're just circling it because of you're talking about it or that's all it is. You're circling on the idea. And this is the part that most people we don't really talk and emphasize enough of. When you finally decide, and you don't have to be okay with everybody being okay with your decision. Because now that you're visible, now that you're committed, now you're no longer blending in. Growth will separate you from before it elevates you. All right? Let me say that again. Growth will separate you before it elevates you. So now that you are in the room where you're doing the thing, people don't get it. People are questioning. People are looking at you like, what's she doing? What's she talking about? And for a moment, it feels lonely. For a moment, it's like, what's going on? And it's not because you are wrong, but because you have outgrown where you are. And that's why new rooms matters. New places that will get you. Why new people matter. Why new community matters. Because you don't need everyone to understand you. You need the right people that would recognize you, that would get what you're trying to do, that would understand the leveling up you want to do, that would understand what it is that is going on for you. So what do? You keep showing up. Not perfect, not loudly, not for everyone, but consistently enough that the right person will find you. Okay? So maybe the question is like, why is this thing taking so long? Maybe it's how do I actually decide yet? Because I've been dancing around this idea for the longest time. wanting to show up. I have gone through this transformation. I've gone through this thing that has worked for me, that has been such a huge aha. Okay, I want to do this. I want to support now other people. And until I went to this event and decided this is it. And I'll be okay with not everybody being okay. I'm okay with being seen but not chosen. I'm okay that the more I show up, the right person or the people who need to hear what I'm saying would hear it and start acting on it and start wanting more of it and start figuring, okay, what is the thing that I get to do? October came and I said, this is it. I've been circling. I get to show up. I started doing the thing. And you know what happened? In that motion, in that movement, the clarity started coming in the languaging, in the way I share what it is that I'm saying. That people started understanding and knowing. Because you could have these ideas for years and years and years. I worked with someone who I want to be that interpreter. I want to do this. I want to get that job. And it's like, I want. Until you go and book that, pay for the course or do the thing. Nothing is happening. Oh, I just want to improve this and improve that and do this, and then I'll go do that. It's like when you ask somebody, oh, like, how long did it take you to stop smoking? I tell you, oh, it took me about 10 years. No, it took them 10 years of thinking about stop smoking until that day they decided that, you know, I'm not picking up another stick or whatever it's called. And from that day on, that was it. How long did it take you to stop drinking? Oh, yeah, it took me about 3 years. And no, you were just dancing around the idea. You were just entertaining the idea until you took out all the drinks and said, from this day on, no more. That's when you decided, not how many years. So now is the time to decide whatever it is for you want for your life that you've been circling and thinking and been ruminating and been wondering, and whatever that is for you. Now is the time to put a stake in the ground and say, this is it. I am done circling this idea. I am done trying to make everybody around me feel comfortable in this thing I'm trying to do. We have the one life to live. You want that whenever you get to that other side and you meet your maker and be like, yes, I did everything I said I wanted to do. No regrets. No, oh man, I wish I did this and that and that and that. Stop circling on the idea. Stop thinking about whatever it is that you're thinking about, wanting to do for your life. Stop dancing around the idea, and it is time to decide what that gets to look like for you. Now is the time that you get to commit. Not committing because now it's going to be easy, now it's going to be fairy, now things are going to flow. You're committing because now you're doing the thing. And then the journey of becoming becomes. That day in October, I said, I'm done. I've been dancing around these ideas for years on what I'm wanting. And by making that stake and saying, no, I'm doing this thing, I'm showing up. Oh my goodness, the clarity in my messaging, in my conviction, in people saying, oh my goodness, I really needed to hear that. I'm like, I didn't even think about it this way. You put stuff out there, feel like, okay, where do I sign up? Because I decided. And when folks are ready, they come in. Look, I'm not all about convincing no one. When you feel it and when you know the stuff, you get connected. You get rooted in it. And this is why I'm showing up here, right? On YouTube every single day. that even regardless of what's going on in like what the view metrics are, who's there, whatever that is, someone's gonna watch one video and like, wow, okay. I got a DM from just a message and the person is like, you wouldn't look, you wouldn't even imagine. I was totally thinking about this and then this happened and then I saw your video and like if I had kept shum and said nothing and did not create that video and nothing happened, would that person be active? Maybe yeah, with someone else, but not with me. But because I did it and they found it, now they progressed on in working on the things that they struggled with. And now it's like, oh my goodness, you can't. He's always like, oh, thank you. And that's the thing. We think that we have to be this blase. No, do what it takes. Be okay, be to be seen starting small while you build. Be okay. Decide what you want to decide. I know that every master was once a disaster. Like the thing you're trying to do is everyone's done it. You're not inventing, you're bringing you into it. You are deciding. So stop waiting and start taking the reins. Decide and let go. Quit thinking, quit circling, quit dancing. It is go time. It is go time. Because life starts catching up to what you have been saying for years when you make that decision. I am Nene. We do this every single day. Your voice matters and it's your time to use it. Bye for now.